Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you at this time. So this is going to be for any significant Pisces placements. Or if you're cross-watching, always remember to flip the roles if you feel like the messages are in reverse for your situation. And if you are guided to this video, you don't really have any significant Pisces placements, and yet you are guided here, trust that there are messages here for you. Always trust your own guidance. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. They're all done in divine timing, meant for you to find them when you need them. So if anything stands out to you, it probably has a message for you. If it's not the whole thing, it's probably part of it, okay? So again, just trust your guidance and keep an open mind. Check out your weekly reading. 3 of Cups, Death, the Lovers, Knight of Coins. All right. Well, any sort of confusion or third-party situation could be coming to an end. Could be the end of one commitment to start a new one. We'll see. We're celebrating an ending. That could also be the case. I don't remember what I was talking about. When the messages start coming through, that's it. 7 of Coins. Something you've been waiting for. The Hierophant, to do with commitment, Taurus, family. Right, watch your weekly video. Watch any other weekly video. There's you versus them readings. I'm going to do one more soon. Thank you all for watching, for turning up, sharing your energy with me, for liking the videos, for sharing them, for commenting and sharing your stories or your feedback. I really appreciate it. I love interacting with you guys and getting to know you better. You've seen the Death card a few times now. The Ace of Coins with the High Priestess. A new opportunity that you knew was coming is coming. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so already, please consider doing so, because it allows me to tap into your energy as well, which may make these excuse me, general readings feel a bit more personal. All right, my voice is going all croaky and shaky. There's some sort of conversation getting ready to happen. All right, let's begin. Let's have a look and see what's going on for Pisces. Okay, at the time you view this video, I get this nervousness, like someone getting ready to do something or getting ready to say something and they're really nervous about it. They're kind of excited to say it, but at the same time slightly scared. We'll see if that comes out in the reading. But if that's you and you're getting ready to have a conversation, you're not quite sure how it's going to go and you're really nervous about it, comment down below so we can all wish you good luck. All right, what's going on for Pisces? Let's see. So this is going to be the situation that's being highlighted for us at this time. And thank you all for your feedback on my camera angle, outcome or developments with the situation. I quite like it as well. And it is clearer, better quality. Takes longer for the videos to load, but I can live with that. I can make that sacrifice for better quality videos for you guys. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck, the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. A decision is definitely being made here. Could be you, could be someone else, but it's a very rational, logical. I don't want to second guess it. I'm just going to base it on the facts, and that's just going to have to be the best decision. Okay. Contracts, dealing with the law could be significant. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. Hopefully you don't hear me. I'm trying to cover up my mic. Okay, yeah, look, current situation, the 3 of Swords. And the challenge position, the King of Wands. So it could be, again, that kind of third-party situation. And that doesn't always mean another person involving themselves in a relationship or being involved in a relationship. It could be where you have multiple options. Harvey, sorry. Where you have multiple, we have 2 options that you're looking at. You have one thing that you're in or looking at, and then there's another one that's come in, very attractive. This is very hot and cold. It's very different options or different people. Kind of opposites in a way. And you feel like you're stuck in the middle having to make a decision. Although I feel like you know what you want to do. You want to go towards this where there's creativity, there's passion, it's something different, it's something new, it's something that gives you a lot of freedom and independence. Even if you're in a contract, you still have the freedom and the independence to do things your way, versus something where it's very reserved, controlled, held back, a lot of rules. Okay, so let's see. In the foundation, yeah, Judgment. I feel like you've made up your mind, you just don't know how to implement it. Or you've made up your mind, but you haven't made it, you haven't expressed it, right? Because with the Three of Swords, it feels uncomfortable to be in the middle. However, it's also a case of, I've made up my mind. I know it's going to break someone's heart, but I can't. It is what it is, you know? Four of Swords in the recent past. You took some time to think about this, Pisces. You spent some time in quiet time, solitude, contemplation, meditation. You might have gone to therapy. You might have asked for guidance of any other kind. Waited for the answer to come to you. Waited to see what else happens. Waited for someone else to make a decision. I feel like they haven't, and now it's like, well, okay, I'm gonna have to make this decision, because it was always your decision to make, Pisces. On the mind, the Queen of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you've detached from something. You've found that you have to detach from something and be just rational, to see the full picture and to see things as they are. I do feel like you're looking at separating from something, walking away from something. So let's see what's going on today. We have the Page of Wands. We have the World and the Sun. We have the Sun yesterday as well. And the World, I think. I feel like today you're making your decision known. You've already made up your mind, and today you're making it known. It has to do with wrapping up a big cycle, being free from that to explore something new, something different. Okay? And that's just what it is. It's very clear. You are communicating a decision today, Pisces. Or this is, if this is vice versa, someone else is communicating a decision involving you. It involves walking away from a couple dynamic or a contract, an association, a partnership of sorts that has gone cold. It may have been stuck, stale, stagnant for quite some time. And I feel like what happened was something new, someone new, something very different, opposite to this, came in. And it made you aware that you weren't happy where you were. Okay? Because I get the sense of you never really stopped to question a situation. You were just like, yeah, it is what it is. Yes, this is good. Yes, I'm good. Yes, we're happy. Yes, things are fine. You know? But you never really, it might have been at one point in time, but I feel like it kind of went downhill or plateaued at some point, and you never really stopped to question it again. This person might have actually questioned you. They may have actually asked you those questions. Are you happy there? Are you content there? Are you happy with the current state of events, you know? And you're like, yeah, everything's good. And then it's almost like when you voiced it and you heard yourself, you're like, hold on, that doesn't sound right. Are we? Am I? You know? And so that has led to an entire process of introspection where you come out saying, you know what? I'm not happy. This other thing makes me happy. So what do I do about that? Because you have that clarity now. You were confused before. Like I say, you may have tried to run away from this, avoid having to make this kind of decision, avoided having to look at things because it's like, I don't really want to be dealing with that right now. But it didn't go anywhere because it's a decision that you have to make. Okay, it's not a situation where if you don't do anything, things will sort themselves out. This is a situation where it needs an answer from you. Either you say no to the new thing or you say no to the old thing or the current thing you're in, but it needs an answer from you. Okay, because I feel like you're at the beginning with the World card here of a new cycle in your life, and it's almost like the universe needs you to tell it what you want that new cycle to be. If it's more of this or if it's this, it's not going to make that choice for you. Okay, not at this point. So let's get more information out here for Pisces. So I feel like Pisces, today, you are communicating a decision that you've made. Even if it's like writing it down and putting it on a post-it and putting it on your mirror so you always remember it. And that's how you're communicating. You're bringing it into the 3D somehow. Whether you're writing it down, you're speaking it out loud, you're making it known, you're making it official. Okay, and that can mean a lot of different things. You can have the breakup talk, you can have the I'm not happy talk, you can have the handing in your notice conversation, the I'm moving out talk. Or you could say to yourself, I'm done giving to situations that don't give to me. Okay? I'm embracing a new way of life. I'm embracing a new way of being. Something with creativity, with passion, with excitement. I want to be happy. I want to feel alive. You know, those kinds of major life decisions. Okay? So let's get more information out here for Pisces. 3 of Swords, yeah, 10 of Wands. You've been burdened by this choice. The longer you put it off, the more burdensome it became. But it does involve wrapping up a cycle. The challenge with the King of Wands is the 2 of Cups. This is someone on your level. This is something on your level. This is a great match for you. If it's a person, place, situation, opportunity, whatever it is. You see eye to eye with this person or these people or this company. This is your dream opportunity. This is mutual. This is balanced. This is healthy. It's like, you know, it's like you found the perfect thing for you, but it's outside of what you were trying to work on. Do you know what I mean? So you found the perfect partner, but it's just not your current partner. You found the perfect job, but it's just not the job you're in that you've been trying to work on. So you have to course correct if you wanted to pursue this thing that is just perfect for you, right? Judgment in the foundation. Ace of Cups. I feel like, Pisces, you're coming out of a place of, I'm going to say, denial for some of you, or just confusion, or just not being able to define how you think or how you feel about something. Either because you didn't want to look at it for a long time because you had your eyes closed to it, you tried to avoid it, you were hoping it kind of would sort itself out, and it hasn't, right? But the bottom line here is you have clarity and recognition that what is in front of you is a dream come true, is a wish fulfilled. And you're now faced with the decision coming from a place of, I'm fully aware that this could be the best thing that ever happened to me. So I need to be careful with my decision. I need to take it seriously. Okay? Hence why you're in the Queen of Swords position where it's like, I need to take it seriously. The 4 of Swords in the recent past, the 4 of Coins. You were closed off to this. You avoided this. You try to run away from this. I'm not laughing at you, Pisces. I'm laughing with you because I do the same at times. It's like, well, maybe if I don't look at it, it'll fix itself. You know, it'll sort itself out. And usually, like a lot of the times it does. But this is one of them, Pisces, where it needs your answer. It needs your answer. It's not going away. And the longer you put it off, the more burdensome it became, right? To the point where it's like, okay, let's have a look at it. Let's sit down. Let's treat it properly. Let's take it seriously because it's important. It's a big deal. Okay? Queen of Swords on the mind, the Knight of Cups. You want to accept an offer that's being made to you in this 2 of Cups dynamic. Ace of Cups to Ace of Cups, heart to heart. Or you want to go make an offer. Okay? So let's see. Page of Wands, the World, and the Sun. What is Pisces doing today? We have the Strength card, the Ace of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. I hear like no more dreaming, taking action. The time of dreaming and contemplating something is done. You're now taking action. Here's that where you're working yourself up to take action and to have the conversation. For some of you, it'll start with a conversation. For others, taking action means you start applying, or you talk to this person offering you the alternative job and you're like, tell me more about it. I'm interested. Tell me more about it, right? But you're getting out of your head and you're doing something about this situation, Pisces. What else? The King of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the High Priestess. Again, something that has been known only to you is now made public, official, known. King of Cups says and shows that you've mastered emotion. You can now look at emotion and rational. You can now look at the full picture, King of Swords, King of Cups, and to make an informed decision. Okay, I know how I feel about this. I can acknowledge how I feel about this. I'm no longer running away from it. And I'm making my decisions accordingly. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you didn't trust what you were feeling. That's what the problem was. You didn't trust what you were feeling. And so you shut it off, you closed off to it because you're like, I don't trust it. It can't be this good. It can't be, this is too good to be true. There's got to be something wrong with it, you know, or whatever the case may be, whatever you're telling yourself, you didn't trust what you were feeling. Or you didn't like what it made you feel, because it made you feel things that, if it's a relationship, this is someone who made you feel things that you didn't feel for your partner. And that's not a happy feeling. That's not a comfortable feeling, because it prompts you to start asking yourself some questions, some difficult questions, right? If I'm more excited to see this friend or this other person than I am to see my beloved, technically, right? Then what the hell is going on there? And that's a difficult question to answer. And it comes with changes, right? If I am miserable going into my job every day, when I think about that kind of job, I get excited. What am I doing? You know, what am I doing? Those are difficult questions, Pisces. And we don't look at them, because if we do, we have to make the changes. Once you see this kind of thing, you can't unsee it. You can't pretend it's not there. It needs action from you. Okay? And so that's what this is for you, Pisces. That's what this is for you. And you're no longer avoiding it. You're no longer, you see how in the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they're pointing out this eye on their sword is kind of closed. Someone's got, like, it's got a transparent lid on it, but it's closed, compared to the Ace of Swords, where it's wide open. Okay? Wide open. But yeah, the bottom line is, Pisces, you are making your decision known today. Clear, loud, official. Bringing it out into the 3D. To have a new beginning, look at it. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords here. Okay? Something's happening today, Pisces. Something is starting today, because you're making something known. All right? Under the King of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Coins, the Queen of Coins, Eight of Cups. You might be leaving an earth sign behind, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There might have been some tension, some conflict, potentially fights and arguments over money, or something that has been invested between the two of you. Ten of Coins, yeah, Ten of Cups. You've been there a while. But the Emperor with the Seven of Cups and the Six of Swords with the Four of Wands, with the Justice card, it's like, I'm here, but I want to be there. And you're no longer avoiding it, Pisces. You're no longer making excuses. You're no longer closing your eyes to it or hoping it figures itself out. Today, with the Strength card here, you're saying, okay, I know what this is. Let's look at it. Let's make the changes that need to happen, because I can't keep carrying this burden where I feel like I'm self-sacrificing, because it's one thing to be in a situation where we don't know that we're not happy. You know what I mean? And it's a very different feeling to be in a situation you're not happy in, being fully aware that you're not happy in that situation, and yet you choose to be in that situation. Because you can't, it's like the mind and the heart and the body start to fight you at some point, you know? Like, what are you doing? If you know you're miserable here, and it's your choice to be here. You could be somewhere else. You could do something else. Why? What are you doing? You know, and that's where we start to just stay up at night. We can't sleep. We can't eat. We may not be able to put our finger on it at first, but that's why. It's our mind and our heart and our body telling us, you got to do something. You have a truth that you're aware of, and you're ignoring it. It's not going away. That's the Judgment card energy. So now you're saying, you know what? Harvey, for the love of God, man. Sorry. Harvey. Seriously. They wait for me to record, and then they go nuts. I cannot. But we're going to carry on. But yeah, Pisces, you're saying, I can't keep doing this to myself. I can't keep hurting myself to be in a situation that I don't even want to be in. Why? What am I doing that for? When I could be in that situation and be happy, you know? So that's where that comes, where you put emotion aside and you just look at it logically, and it's like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. And that's where you are, Pisces. And you're saying, okay, well, what do I have to do to go to that situation where I'm happy? And that's it. It's just matter of fact. That's where you are, you know? I don't need to think about this anymore. I don't need to dwell on it. I know where I want to be. I know it's not here. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I know I want to be over there. I deserve to be happy. I want to be happy. I'm trying to treat this the best way that I can and to handle this with as much dignity and grace as I can for everyone involved. However, the bottom line is that does not change. I want to be over there. And I'm making it happen. Okay, that's the Strength card with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so Pisces, let me know what changes are you making today. And for some of you, this is like where you're changing your diet, you're changing something in your lifestyle if it's not involving another person. For many of you, it will involve another person, potentially leaving a relationship, a romantic relationship, to start something with someone else, potentially leaving a job to start a very different one, potentially in a different field, in a different industry, to start your own business, to start a different career path. It's one of them big things, right, with Judgment. You're changing something big because you have the clarity that that's what makes you happy. You deserve to be happy, and that's what it is. You know, it's just not that complicated. And it comes from you. You're taking charge here with the Strength card and having the conversation and taking the action towards this new beginning that makes you completely happy. Completely happy. All right, it's your wish fulfillment. You don't want anything else in this. You've found the path that perfectly aligns with who you are, whether that is about a person, job, place to live, way to live, whatever it is. You have that clarity. You're no longer running away from it. You're in a position where you're like, all right, I know what it is. I'm not fighting it anymore. I'm not questioning it anymore. I see it exactly for what it is, and I'm just making the changes that I need to make to align myself with that path. Okay? So let's see. Oracle energy and advice for Pisces. Oracle energy and advice for Pisces. To go with this reading, please. Any additional clarity? Bottom of the deck, we have Mountain, number 6. And I get with this, number 6, Six of Cups, the past could have been the obstacle, something you were attached to was an obstacle, and that could have been a mindset, right? Something outdated. But with the Mountain here, it tells me that this is an obstacle you set for yourself, okay? This is where you were telling yourself, I can't look at this because of this and that and the other, right? It's like the Eight of Swords situation. We're not really stuck, but we're telling ourselves we are. And now you're like, all right, well, let's go through that mountain because the mouth is open. I can go through it. And it's also allowing for something that was blocked and locked away to now come out, to now flow. Communication, opening your mouth, speaking up. Okay, magic stream, that's what's coming out. Look at it. I can't make it up, right? The water is now going to start to flow. Communication coming out. Ride the wave. Number 14 adding up to a 5, the number of change. You're like, listen, I'm going with it. It's everything I just said. I see it for what it is. I know what I need to do. I just need to go with it. And that's what you're doing. And then we have rock bottom. What you're leaving behind, you view as rock bottom. What you're leaving behind was something that has gone as far as it could. No matter which way you looked at it, okay, it wasn't getting better. It wasn't growing. It wasn't making you happy. And for others of you, this is where these are all the ways you tried to explain this away or to not look at it, right? Whatever you were telling yourself in order not to look at this. And it's like you hit a wall. There's no other way to look at it other than what it is. Does that make sense? And then we have encouragement, number 54. This is where you're being encouraged, supported, okay, towards this ending, towards this completion. These are your angels, your guides, even loved ones that are telling you, yeah, Pisces, that's right, go for it. I feel like you may have had people around you telling you to do this for quite some time, and you're like, no, leave me alone, I don't want to talk about it. And now they're like, okay, Pisces, what do you need? How can we help you? We see that you see what needs to be done now. How can we help you? And for others of you, it's this gentle energy. Whoever it is, the new person that you're talking to, if it's about a job or a relationship or a friendship or whatever it is, they're encouraging you with whether it's spoken or not, but there's a sense of you're on the right track, Pisces. You're doing the right thing. This is your confirmation. Just keep going, okay? Ride the wave because it will take you to happiness like you've never known, is the way they're putting it, Pisces. So, oh, Pisces, I'm looking forward to your comments on this one. Okay, what is this for you? What are you changing? What are you aligning with? What's the conversation you're having? What's the action that you're taking? Because it can start off small. It can start off small, but it gets the ball rolling, right? It starts that wave. Okay? What is it that you're changing? Okay? And it's about time, Pisces, because life's too short for us to live it for other people. There's a time and a place for everything. And yes, you give to others and you help others and support others, but you have to also be mindful of yourself, to do the same thing for yourself and to keep that balance. Because if you've heard this, if your cup is emptying, how are you going to give to others, you know? So your happiness should be at the top of the list, your happiness and well-being, because that way you can take care of anything else and anyone else that you want to. If you're miserable and drained every day because you're giving more than you have, you're giving almost like against your will, you're going, yeah, not a problem, but your body's fighting you. You start to break down. That's a message, you know? When you're in that place, who are you helping? Like, who are you doing it for? You know, and these are, again, difficult questions that Pisces is now asking themselves because of the planetary alignments, because of what Saturn is doing in our chart, because of what Jupiter is now doing in our chart, okay? And Mercury being retrograde. It's like forcing us, you know, you can't really force, but they're being very clear. They're being kind of more forceful than usual. Look at this, Pisces. Why are you doing this? And if it's a case where you're saying, I know why I'm doing it and I choose to do it, that's my choice to sacrifice, that's fine. That's you making an empowered choice. You know what you're doing. You have your reasoning. But if it's a situation where you never really stop to question it, those are the ones where you're now stopping, you're looking at them, and you're making some different decisions, okay? Because you've outgrown that cycle in your life where you just self-sacrifice. You've outgrown that. You've done that, okay? Now it's your time, Pisces. That's what they're trying to tell you. Now it's your time to be happy, to receive, okay? So let's see your yes or no question. Yeesh, I'm getting the chills. Is it a yes or no for Pisces? So you can pause the video and think of your question, phrase it in a way where it needs a yes or no answer. I recommend picking one number because we're being so specific, but if you feel like you want to pick multiple numbers, you go with your own guidance. And let's see what's going on. Is it a yes or a no for Pisces? 1, 2, and 3, okay? Pick 1, 2, or 3 if I didn't say it. If you picked number 1, the answer is yes. Yes, something, and I feel like it's something where either you've been working towards this for quite some time and this is the culmination. This is like you've submitted a project and you're waiting to see feedback on it, or you've submitted an application, you're waiting to see if it's approved or denied, or you've asked for something, but again, there was a presentation, you told someone the reason why you need that thing, or whatever it is, right? If you're waiting for any sort of test results or any sort of exam results, or again, a results to do with something you've presented, submitted, requested, this is a big fat yes, very positive results, recognition, could also be to do with money coming in, all right? And if it's a timing thing, is this long lasting? Does this have long-term potential? I also see yes. Number 2, your answer is no. And I will say be mindful of self-sabotage with the 7 of Swords. Be mindful of making up your mind and then changing your mind. Because I get this feeling of making up your mind, this is what you want. You start down that path. And then when things don't go according to plan, and we do that as humans, when things don't go according to our plan and our deadline, we start to question ourselves. Maybe I shouldn't ask for that in the first place. Maybe I shouldn't want that in the first place. My cats are going nuts. And we pull away. We change our mind. We start saying, well, you know, good things never happen to me, or whatever. I don't even care about it. And the universe is then confused. It's like, well, do you want it or don't you? You know, because there is a trial period. There is a period when you will be tested. You will be going through trials. And delays could be a test. It usually is, right? So make up your mind. Be clear when you're setting your intention. Be mindful of self-sabotage. And I also see, like, don't talk about it before you have something to talk about, in the sense of there might be people around you who don't want you to succeed, and it's unfortunate, but it's the world we live in. And if you're telling them about a plan or an idea, whether they're saying to your face that's stupid or that crazy because they're that's who they are, you know. It hurts them to be supportive. Or they're thinking it, okay? They're thinking it, and it's impacting your manifestation, okay? So I hope that helps. And number 3, big, beautiful yes. This is getting what you want, okay? So whatever that is for you, it's a major arcana. It's getting what you want. This is victory, getting what you want, hearing what you want to hear, receiving what you wanted to receive. Big, big, beautiful yes, okay? So Pisces, that is what I have for you today. Let me know how you resonate with the reading. If you do, let me know if the yes or no's help you, if you got an answer or advice for your question. But very beautiful reading today, Pisces. It's the beginning of something. You're making it happen, so it is the right time, okay, if that's a question for you. You have the clarity, you have the truth, you know what it is, you know what you need to do, and you're getting going with it, okay? So let me know what that is for you. Keep going. All you got to do is just keep going. Put one foot in front of the other on the path that you choose for yourself, and you just keep going. Don't look back. Don't second guess yourself. And you're headed towards really, really beautiful things, Pisces, okay? Gonna leave it there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.